The world watched in disbelief as Bashar al-Assad's iron grip on Syria finally crumbled. Years of brutal civil war had ravaged the nation, leaving it scarred and broken. Rebel forces, spearheaded by the formidable Hayat Tahrir al-Sham, delivered the final blow. Damascus, the heart of Assad's power, fell into their hands. The swiftness of the regime's collapse sent shockwaves across the region and beyond. The void left by Assad's demise became a breeding ground for chaos. Various factions, each with their own ambitions and ideologies, rushed to fill the power vacuum. The situation grew increasingly complex as foreign powers, sensing an opportunity to exert their influence, waded into the fray. The United States, Russia and Israel all had their own agendas, further entangling the already volatile situation. Syria, once a symbol of Assad's iron rule, was now a fractured land. The future remained shrouded in uncertainty, a dangerous cocktail of hope and trepidation hanging in the air. The international community, grappling with the enormity of the crisis, struggled to formulate a coherent response. Their actions, or lack thereof, would shape the destiny of a nation teetering on the brink. From the ashes of a shattered nation, a new force emerged, Hayat Tahrir al-Sham. This coalition of Syrian rebel groups, once dismissed as insignificant, had risen to prominence with astonishing speed. Led by the enigmatic Abu Muhammad al-Julani, they had become a force to be reckoned with. Their capture of key cities, including Aleppo, sent a clear message. They were here to stay. The reasons behind their meteoric rise were manifold. The Syrian army, weakened by years of attrition and demoralized by defeat, proved no match for their ferocity. Hezbollah, bogged down in a costly conflict, had been forced to withdraw, leaving a void that Hayat Tahrir al-Sham eagerly filled. And Russia, preoccupied with the unfolding crisis in Ukraine, seemed unable or unwilling to intervene. Hayat Tahrir al-Sham's true nature remained shrouded in mystery. Their ideology, a complex tapestry of religious and political threads, was difficult to decipher. This ambiguity bred suspicion and fear among some regional actors who saw them as a dangerous wildcard. Across the border, Israel watched with growing unease. The collapse of the Assad regime, a long-standing buffer against chaos, had set alarm bells ringing in Tel Aviv. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, a man not known for his pacifism, responded with characteristic decisiveness. He ordered the Israeli military to establish a robust security presence in the buffer zone, separating the Israeli-occupied Golan Heights from the Syrian quagmire. This unprecedented move, the first of its kind since 1974, sent an unambiguous message to Damascus and beyond. Israel would not tolerate any spillover of violence. Netanyahu, a shrewd political operator, saw the chaos in Syria as a direct consequence of his country's assertive stance against Iran and its proxies. He believed that a strong regional coalition was essential to contain the fallout and prevent the emergence of new threats. Israel, ever vigilant, remained on high alert. Their intelligence services worked tirelessly to monitor the evolving situation, their fingers hovering over the trigger. The specter of a wider conflict loomed large, a chilling reminder of the region's volatile nature. The international community, caught off guard by the sudden turn of events, struggled to present a united front. Reactions to the crisis in Syria were a mixed bag of cautious optimism, outright condemnation, and everything in between. The United States, wary of being drawn into another Middle Eastern quagmire, opted for a policy of cautious engagement. They increased their military footprint in the region, a show of force intended to deter further escalation and protect their interests. Russia, a long-standing ally of the Assad regime, found itself in a delicate position. While they condemned the violence and called for a peaceful resolution, their focus remained firmly on the escalating conflict in Ukraine. The United Nations, often criticized for its toothless pronouncements, issued its standard condemnations and appeals for restraint. Yet their pleas seemed to fall on deaf ears, drowned out by the deafening roar of gunfire and the cries of the displaced. The world watched, seemingly paralyzed by the sheer scale of the crisis, as Syria descended further into chaos. The international community, divided and uncertain, seemed incapable of providing the leadership and decisive action needed to alleviate the suffering of millions. In the heart of Syria, cities find themselves caught in the relentless crossfire. Families huddle together, seeking shelter from the constant barrage. The daily lives of civilians are disrupted as the sounds of conflict echo through the streets. Amidst the chaos, resilience and hope struggle to survive. Navigating the complexities of war, various factions vie for control. Alliances are forged and broken as power dynamics shift unpredictably. For the people of Syria, this ever-changing landscape demands a delicate balance. Survival often means making impossible choices as the ground beneath them continues to shift. The humanitarian crisis in Syria is, well, staggering. Millions are displaced with countless lives hanging in the balance. Aid organizations work tirelessly, but the need far exceeds the supply. Each day brings new challenges as the scale of the catastrophe unfolds before our eyes. As Syria looks to the future, uncertainty looms large. The path to peace is fraught with obstacles, and the journey ahead is, frankly, unpredictable. Yet amidst the turmoil, there is a glimmer of hope. The resilience of the Syrian people offers a beacon of light, guiding the way through the darkness. The world watches, waiting to see what lies ahead for this war-torn nation.